Khan from Free IT Education. We have started a series of a video where we are creating this web application where you can create a text boxes, buttons, and when you press the button something will happen, drawing the line, rotating the line, moving the line. So we are creating this application. In the last lecture we just created how to create this text box. Today we're going to focus to create these text boxes, and we will be able to draw one button, and we will also be able to draw a line by passing on the coordinates here. Okay, let's start our lecture now without any further delay. Okay, so in the last lecture, as you remember, we created a function, a method called rotate angle, and when we did this rotate angle, what we did, we created a label and a text box. That's we created. Today what we're going to do, we're going to create the coordinates, which we call them a method names move points. You can call them any method. So move methods, let's go into move methods, move points. So in the move points we got 4 text boxes along with the label. So we got the same way as we created the label in the first lecture. So tkinter.label, and w is basically the variable or the instance of here which we created, this one here, okay, which is basically the canvas where we are putting our move points. So we created the label, so that's and we call them x1, okay, and the variable name, if you remember, text variable, so we call them x1. If we want to refer it, so we will call them x1. For x1 we need to create this thing here, so we will create 4 variables for x1, y1, x2, y2. So these will be the coordinates for drawing the line. Okay, so when we create move points by x1 and then another label y1 and then the text variable y1 and then another label x2 and a text variable x2 and another label y2 and a text variable y2. So this will create a 4 text boxes with the coordinates of x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, what we gonna do next? The next thing is a scale line, which is basically when we want to increase the size of the line, so we will be calling another scale line method. We will take the input. So let's go to the scale line. So in the scale line, basically we have created another text box and a label, and we call them increase line length, and the text variable name is line length, and in the same way we have created a variable line length. Each time you create a text box, you need to create this text variable so you can refer it back for the function in your desktop application. Okay, so that was the scale line. Okay, the next one is called the draw buttons. The draw buttons is the last thing that we're going to do. In the draw button, what we did, so that's how we create a button in tkinter Python desktop application. We call them tkinter, which is basically the instance of tkinter, followed by the widget, which is the button, and then w, which is basically our canvas. The text of the button is draw line. FG is the foreground color, which is basically the text color on the button. And this is the interesting thing called command is equal to draw line. What does that mean? We have created a method called draw line. So when someone will click this button, it should invoke or call the method called draw line, which is here. And in the draw line, what we have done, this is something we're going to use later on, line draw instance. Like anytime we want to draw a line, and if when we're doing moving the line or scaling the line or rotating the line, so we want to see that how many times the line has been drawn, so then we can remove it and create a new line. How do we draw a line? So we create this instance w, which is a canvas. This is the method or the widgets create a line. So here we pass the variable x1, which you can see this one here, which is basically refer to the text box x1 in the points. And then what we do, x1.get, and then y1.get. The get is basically from the text box, it get the value, whatever the value the user have put in, it will get it from here. And that's how we will pick it up all the 4 points here. And then we are saying create a line, and then we will have whatever is done, it will return a variable which is just like a number, integer number. And here we are checking if the line draw instance is greater than 1. It means like, have we created any line before? If we have created, so that what we will do, how many times the line has been created. So then we will run this loop. As the people, you know about the Python, so you know this is a for loop, which is starting from like the total number from 0 to that number. And then this is interesting a method in the tkinter. For this instance, we are deleting all the draw lines if it has been created. So this loop basically will remove all the lines if it has been previously created before creating a new line. Okay, so today what we have done, just to summarize, we have created a coordinate points, move points, and we created a text box scale line, and we created one button. Okay, so I hope you have followed these instructions. Watch this video line by line, and if you find it any difficulty, give me leave your comment. I will have a look. So let's run this application. So when we will run this application, so there you go. So we create, previously in the last lecture, we only created one label and text box. Now we have got these coordinates, x1, y1, x2, y2, and increase length, this text box, and a draw line. This is the button that we created with the FG, which is the foreground color red. Okay, so now let's try this thing. So let's say we would say 20. We will make it the y1 0, x2 20, and 100. And I want to draw a line. Ta-da! And here is, we created a line here. And now if we created 40 and 40 and leave 0, y1 and 100 same, and now you can see that it is creating a new line. Okay, and deleting the previous line. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give a thumb up, subscribe to Free IT Education, and stay tuned for future lesson where we will complete this whole series of video. Till then, bye for now.